This is Umar for BoxNation. We're at the announcement press conference for the Mag 7 card, and for me, the fight of the night is with the two gentlemen in front of me, Denzel Bentley and Brad Pauls. I just set the scene a little bit. So Brad Pauls has come in here. He said, I've got 5-10 minutes free. So I said, yeah, jump in. I've then seen the door open. Simon Leggs opened the door. I then see Denzel Bentley out there. I think, oh God, is he supposed to be coming in now because of scheduling, whatever? And then Denzel was like, no, I'm just chilling. I've just done another interview. And then I've gone to the pair of you, would you do it together? Which is something I wouldn't really ask fighters majority of the time because there's no security in here, but we know there's no bad blood here. You two top fighters, lots of respect here. So, yeah, Brad, first opening comment to you just about that.
Yeah, two birds, one stone, isn't it? It saves a bit of time for both of us and for you. But yeah, it's no beef from my side. I know Denzel, I've got respect for Denzel. Familiar, obviously, sparred and he's fought my gym mate Linus. More similar than we are different, like I say. But yeah, it's all respect. We both can have a good fight. And yeah, loads to gain. So may the best man win.
Denzel, he said you're a good fighter. He has plenty of respect for you. Same with Brad?
Yeah, man. Listen, it's a British champion, so I can't have nothing but respect for him. He's gone in there and done what he needs to do. Come out a champion, and he's someone that is willing to fight anyone. He is what he says he is. He's a fighter, and I can only respect that.
Brad. Oh, sorry. Royston Barney-Smith trying to crash the party now. He can wait. In terms of Denzel, we've seen him on a terrific run, since that setback with Heaney. He's very, very dangerous early on. That's something clearly you have to be wary of, Brad.
Yeah, I think he's dangerous for the full 12. If you switch off at any moment, it could be deadly. So yeah, he has that power, that equalising power, so he'll be sharp the whole time. And more than proving it domestic, I'd say this is probably higher than British title level. I think Denzel's higher than British title. So yeah, it's a massive fight, a massive card, loads to gain, and that's why I took the fight, because there's just so much to gain from it. Denzel's number 2, I think, in the world, WO. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. So a world title shot for the winner is very, very much on the card. So it was an easy one to take. We know it's a tough fight. Everything I got, like always.
Denzel, Brad's just explained very well there why it was in his interest to take the fight with yourself. Why are you taking the fight with Brad, given your position, Denzel?
Because I'm a fighter that likes to stay active. I don't want to be sitting around waiting for opportunities like a lot of fighters do. This fight got presented to me and I thought, cool, I'll take it. It's a good fight, it's on a good card. It's a good undercard. It's in a nice venue, and it's a fan that people have been actually calling for. They've asked for it. They've like to say, if I don't move on, they like to see me fight Brad Pauls. So there's interest in it. So the fact that I got to stay active, get one more before the end of the year was what pleased me more than anything.
Just tell me what's impressed you about Brad, not only when you sparred, but in the fights that we've seen Brad in a professional capacity, and especially in his win against Heaney. What's impressed you about Brad Pauls? What did he do well?
I'm impressed with how he's moved in his career. He's from the small horse circuit like me, like myself, and he's managed to get to this big stage. So we're both here. So he's just proved a lot of resilience. He's kept coming through. He's done what he needed to do. Probably had fights where he ain't been paid, and it's all paying off for him now. I'm from the same sort of background, same sort of circuit. Come from small horse shows, and 2 small horse show guys coming to headline at Wembley with a great undercard. There's former world champions on our card, and what else can I say apart from giving him the respect he deserves?
Denzel, I appreciate, Brad, you're here in the room, but I've got to ask this question. And in Denzel's mind, when he beats you, and it's the same with you when you beat Denzel on December 7th. But if it does go your way, Denzel said in your opinion, when it does go your way, in your mind, has it got to be another crack at a world title next? Because you've had these fights with Dignam, you have another fight, a tough fight with Brad at this sort of level. Do you want to crack at that world title or a final eliminator even with Hamza? What's next for you, Denzel?
Listen, whatever's next is what's next, you know what I mean? I feel like every fight is like, oh, next is this, next is that. But next ain't important, you feel me? I got to get through December 7th, successfully. And then when I do, we can talk about that stuff, we can think about that stuff. In terms of who it is or where I go, as long as I'm active, I'm happy. I'd like to move on to world level 100%, who wouldn't? But at the end of the day, it just depends on the circuit of, the scene and that, and, who's fighting who and who's just fought and who's done what. But I ain't going to sit around and wait for anyone. I'm going to stay active. I'm going to keep fighting because I feel like that's when I'm at my best, when I'm active.
Brad, for yourself, in your opinion, when you do this on December 7th, you take his position. I mean, as I said, Denzel's on a cusp of another world title shot. But if you can beat Heaney and Denzel, I mean, you're warranting or close to a world title shot, Brad?
Yeah, I think at that point anything's possible. It'll be 3 back-to-back headline events on TNT. Massive, massive names on your record. Someone like Denzel, he's proven. So having someone like that, anything's possible. And I think a world title shot's very, very likely. So, yeah, the motivation's easy to come by when it's fights like this.
Just away from this fight as well, Denzel, do want to quickly get your opinion on what's going on with Hamza Shiraz and Janabek. That fight was ordered. Purse bids were due. A deal hasn't been reached yet. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks. What's your take on that between Janabek and Hamza?
I'm not really interested in all that stuff right now. I've got a dangerous guy in front of me in Brad Pauls. Hamza's not someone that strikes me as someone that wants to fight people. He's not someone that, fights the people that he needs to fight. He's trying to find a route to get to a world level. And credit to him, making a lot of money, probably become world champion. Credit to him, but he ain't someone that wants to fight real fighters. So I've got Brad Pauls in front of me, and I've got to fight Brad Pauls December 7th.
Look, I know there's plenty of respect here, but you're two ultimate professionals, very confident in yourself as well. So, Brad, I'll let you go first. Why do you beat Denzel?
I think, we're quite similar. We both hit hard. I think anything's possible in the fight. I've got to be switched on for the full 12. Denzel hits hard, but so do I. Everything I got, and I think that's enough to beat Denzel on December the 7th.
Denzel, same question to you. Why do you beat Brad Pauls?
I don't know, man. I leave that to the fans to decide. But I know what I can do. I think I can get him out of there. I think I can make him quit. What do you think, Brad? Yeah. What do you think?
I'm not the type to quit. To be honest, it's not my style.
Then we'll make you do something you've never done before. And how about that?
Let's see what happens.
Lovely.
Listen, on that note, gents, 2 very confident guys, but very respectful here. So I appreciate both of your time. Best of luck in both your camps ahead of December 7th, and I'm sure it'll be a great one for the fans live on TNT Sports.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Denzel.
Cheers.